So a lot of y'all regular viewers and traveling partners that y'all know that I feed at Grow Yard there in Woodward, Oklahoma with John Paul, who pastors Thousand Hills Ranch Church there in Woodward. And our church is really, bar none, has worked with them for a long time, and we're pretty tight. But I also feed cattle. We feed cattle up in Buffalo, and so there's been several people ask me, "Hey, are you doing anything to help with the fires? The fires that went through there yesterday. There are new fires popping up today. I just talked to John Paul by text. Winds are blowing 60 miles an hour, and there's new fires popping up. And there were some structures burnt down in Woodward. There was fire up all around Buffalo into Kansas. So what we are going to do, John Paul's church, Thousand Hills Ranch Church, is going to be our distribution center, but we're going to send funds so that they can purchase what is known and what they need, and they can make the distribution happen from there. Whether it's they know that people need money to get things back going, or if they need whatever, lodging, a camper, whatever, we're just gonna, Travelin Partners is gonna send money. So if you're one of the ones that's been calling me or texting me asking me what we can do, you can mail a check, you can do a donation. I don't know how. I don't guess we have a deal set up yet where you do it, but you can mail a check to Travelin Partners, put on your memo fire, Oklahoma fires, and we're going to send them some money pretty quick. So if you want to help, send, whatever we're going to send all we can send. And you just if you want to send it, your money will go in that bucket, and it will go straight to Thousand Hills Ranch Church, so that they're the boots on the ground. They can use that to meet the needs of their community and help them out. Our address, Travelin Partners, P.O. Box 2144, Henderson, Texas 75653. There's a lot of damage, a lot of ranch country, it's consumed a lot of acreage, and so there's going to be opportunities later down the road. You might be some fences. Some crews may want to go build fences. We may ship a truckload of fence and building materials. But right now, people are getting hit with. If your house burns down, which ours burnt down in 1989 as a kid, as a senior in high school. I remember watching it, and I had luckily gotten some of my stuff out because I was already married and living with Christy. But all of if you've ever lived through a house fire, it's gone. You got the clothes on your back. You got to go buy underwear. You got to go buy socks. You got to go buy. It's a lot of heck, you can't just wait on the insurance company. But anyhow, Travelin Partners, put on your memo Oklahoma fires or fire relief. That'd be a good way to fire relief. You can mail it to P.O. Box 2144, Henderson, Texas 75653. And if you're connected to Bar None, I've already been talking to them guys. They've asked what is there stuff we can do. I'm going to recommend they do the same thing. You got to put something in the pipeline for the people in the community to have what they need. And if the needs arise, there's some specific things, we'll sure enough get back with you and let that be known. So just going to try to help them out, try to get their feet under them. I'm also talking with Andy. Andy Lazaro he's my guy at the feed yard there in Buffalo, and I visited with him today by text. I'm shipping him a load of calves, feeders to finish, but I'm just checking on them, and that whole area. It's probably 50 miles, 40 miles from Woodward to Buffalo, but it's all wide open country and winds blowing, and it's covered a lot of ground. So y'all be in prayer for them folks as well as up into the Kansas. It's getting there. Texas Panhandle got hit with some. So anyway, be praying for them, and if you feel led to help, send a check and we'll get it to them, and it'll go to what you want it to go to. update real quick, the books. I think I may have shared this. We're about to send the book of the beginnings to be printed. We're building a website. We're getting it where we can order and distribute our books. Everything from Travelin Partners will be on donations only. If you want books for your grandkids, if you'll make a donation, we'll mail you what you want. I mean, it costs money, but God's going to provide it. Nobody makes any money. We don't get paid nothing. I'm not out of Travelin Partners. It is all about just a place that God can put together and send and redistribute to help us down the road, help us Travelin Partners, help each other. A little quick note, a side note, a little bit lighter hearted. I've been real good friends with Brian Blanton for probably 20 years. 20 years. And you know, he's a different duck. He's sharp. He's real dry. Some people think some people can get their feelings hurt because he's so dry, but I mean, he just says what it is. But I had up there at the ranch, we backed into a power pole and the line fell out, and it was just a line that it wasn't going anywhere. I said, well, that's me and the guy that backed into the pole. I said, well, that bound to be a dead line. It didn't spark or nothing. It just hit the ground. He said, yeah, and it goes nowhere, so I'm assuming they killed that line. It must have, because you would have thought, with two lines sticking out there, they're just taped off on the end, but you'd have thought, well, I thought it anyway. So I coiled it all up and got it out of the way, pulled the post up out of the ground because it didn't need to be where it was. And then I don't know why, something said, send Blanton a little video. So I videoed that coil, old, pretty good sized coil of electrical power line on the ground, and then I videoed the transformer, and I said, I'm pretty sure this thing's dead, but I don't know, I got thinking about it. I don't want it just coiled up laying here. If I should have it disconnected, should I call the power company and have them disconnect it? Well, he calls me. He said, who rolled the wire up? He said, let me guess. It was your ignorant butt. I said, yeah, I coiled it up. Why? It's got to be dead. He said, that ain't dead. I'm pretty sure by looking, just the little glimpse I got of the transformer, that's a live wire. By all means, call the power company and have them come disconnect it. Don't touch it again. He just laughed at me. He said, boy, he said, good thing that's a good insulated line. And then I called him, so I did. I called him. He's a traveling partner of mine. We're friends. He knows. I know nothing about electricity, obviously. I call Lamar Electric. They come out. Go put in a couple of new security lights and disconnect that wire. And then that guy's up there in that bucket when I come by, and he said, man, who coiled this up? I so bad wanted to say we fired him. I just got a dumb old head, and he said, well, I guess it wasn't your turn. I said, well, and so the reason I'm sharing this story with you is in life, sometimes don't assume something is dead, because it may not be. Deal with it. Address it. No. The smart thing would have been to call the electric company, had them come out and disconnect the line, then coil it up. The dumb thing's coiling it up with enough power going through it that it could kill your butt. But the flip side's also true. The power of the Holy Spirit is so powerful. It resurrected Jesus from the dead. And Romans 8:11 says, if the power that resurrected Jesus lives in